Yeah, I want to I smoke on when I do these videos because the tobacco helps me like one thing, and number two, I just want to show you that I don't consider to believe that this tobacco causes that much damage to your lungs. It's a combination of the tobacco and the carbon monoxide that's in the air that's you know that's forming because um, it doesn't make sense because it's been used for thousands of years. Also for as a form of divination and connecting to the spirit world, um, and only lasts like 50, 60 years as this upsurge of maybe 80, 90 years of this you know um, lung cancer, lung difficulties associated with cigarette. For me, it's a combination of this and the carbon monoxide. So before you blame this, which is it's coming out of Mother Earth, blame the thing that's coming out of your fucking gas tanks that you take from. It's basically the exhaust of the blood that you run through Mother Earth. Right? Try that. See, maybe that doesn't stop the progression of lung cancer and stop charging me so much fucking money for these things because because it's so payouts. The payouts are not because of this. The payouts should be to the fucking car manufacturers that continue producing things that are emanating things that are killing us. I want to repeat: if you're in a room and with a car running and it's all sealed up, and you sit there for about an hour, you'll die. Now imagine 50 years, 60 years, 70 years of this thing being in our air and slowly and deforming our plant life. Just think about it. So what I want to talk about today is real quick is this wonderful series of events that happened since the guy choked me, right? Back in March, and I was in the hospital for 5 days with concussion, and then I had to press charges against him. And first I wouldn't want to, but then I'm like I gotta press charges. This guy, I don't want this guy doing it to anybody else. It's worried. I mean, it's gang and whatever else, and he knows from Asbury, so as a victim, there's a victim compensation, Monmouth County victim compensation like process where if you're a victim, they compensate you for they charge me. I got about $15,000 worth of medical bills just for 5 days of somebody choking me and putting me in the hospital that my insurance didn't cover. Now I was going to pay it anyway, but if the victim's compensation wants to pay them, then go ahead, man. I filled out the paperwork, and I continued sending in everything that I sent in. Copies of signed pages and a number of times and back and forth and showing you all the everything that the expenses I had, and now I'm homeless. I mean, I was homeless then, but now even worse. And you got a concussion. I still can't hear 100% out of this year. And concussion, and I don't have the money really. I got some money today, but I had to buy instruments with it. I didn't have to go pay a doctor to tell me that oh well, we're just gonna have to maybe give you more medication and drain that ear, and we have this surgery involved. I said I'll deal with it until it's gone. But he gave me a concussion and bruised ribs, and there's a number of things that happen. So my whole point of this is that this victim compensation that I went back and forth with. Today I talked to the in the prosecutor's office. They have different titles for people, and this is a woman that works there. That helped me. Like, she did all the online, because anyway I didn't have a way to do it online, so she did all the online victims. She was very concerned about me being a victim of all this, right? And then last time I talked to her, she said, well, there might be a problem, because I was supposed to sign some other things, so I was supposed to go to her office and sign them there. There's going to be a problem because you have open cases. Oh, okay. So you're saying to me that even though I'm a victim of another case, because I have open cases that are not proven guilty yet, but are in a sense, I'm not even proven guilty yet of, but are open. So I guess in your eyes, I guess the prosecutor's eyes, right? Prosecutor's eyes, that you're guilty before you're innocent, right? So you're just guilty, and you need to be proven guilty, and that's it, right? So I said to the problem, I said to her, well, then, you know, there might be a problem. We have to check. It's like, well, you know what? Don't even worry, because there probably is a problem. If you're bringing it up, there probably is a problem. And I don't want to freaking deal with something else. You can keep your money and say, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to pay the you know, the what you call the hospital anyway. So I don't care. You know, take it. And you know, you're just wasting my time signing things back and forth, going getting things printed and then signing and faxing, taking pictures, faxing, sending it back to you, and then getting another signature for and me getting all this paper and all this fucking stuff, all the bills and then getting and faxing them and scanning them and then taking pictures of them and then get sent to you. It's like, really? I did all that, and at the end here, that's when you tell me, well, you wouldn't have an open case. Yeah, I've had an open case for fucking since January. You just didn't check. All right, whatever. And so that's the victim's comment. And I want to repeat what happened to me last week, not Saturday, but Saturday before, when I was arrested. I believe that was somebody planted things in my car, and now I go for this guy, Mad Max. But now I'm thinking he really doesn't have any specific reason. I mean, he's a little quirky of a fucking kid with bipolar fucking type of weirdo. But he's not that freaking. You know, he's not that he was like he's actually just trying to fucking bring me to that point. But now, if somebody paid him to do that, and I'm wondering who's going to be paying him to try to get me framed and arrested, so that he could then take my car and get it impounded. The car had a flat too for some reason, and getting impounded. Right? I'm thinking he might know the impound guy, and they make it a deal. You know? But he's still not. There's got to be somebody else that maybe put them together. Somebody else on top. Who's that? Who really doesn't want me? Who wants to see me in jail and then victim compensation taken away and then my story not credible? Even though they have it on video. I mean, at this point, the guy. This time, the only time I'm actually like when he's that. Okay, it's my word against theirs, and they look at me and they look at them and they believe them because they're locals. I don't know. So now it's who has that really? Well, this guy, the guy that that's gonna go do about 6 years for assaulting me. I guess I'm gonna have to either testify, or if he takes a plea deal, then just not. But maybe if he goes to trial, then I have to testify and then cross-examine you. And you use drugs, Mr. Euster, and what do you do with that? I'm a shaman, and I use plant medicine. And you're even the street drugs apart medicine? Yes, sir. Even the street drugs. Because I think you cut me away from being able to grow those plant, or even get the seeds for those plant medicines to even take a chance of growing. So because of that, I'm forced to go to the street, and so are everybody else. Okay? Because it's illegal. If it was legal, you probably wouldn't have an addiction problem or any kind of problem. You probably make a lot of money. I like to make it on the weed. That's you. But at least stop putting people in cages, I'm saying, Because I spent 5 days in a cage with other people that spend, weeks and months in a cage but do you see, they were making lots of money right there, and it wasn't taxed. Yeah, no, it wasn't taxed. So you give a shit about money. So another thing too, if there was no money, right, there would be no taxing. And everybody wouldn't own the property. They would just be taking care of it until they either wanted to go away or stay there for the rest of their lives. It's their business. Everybody gets a middle-class house. Everybody gets everything for free. We don't have 12 toothpaste. We have one. It's the best. Different flavors. But which is the one that's really going to help clean our teeth without actually killing our pineal gland? Let's just go for that one. Nobody else agrees that the pineal gland even exists, and the third eye closes with this complication. What are you saying? This is not a proven thing. Yeah, it's not proven. So, the next thing. So now I'm done with the prosecutor's office trying to become a victim, because now I'm no longer a victim because I'm also a committer of the crime, a felon crime. They consider that plant medicine that I use let's see. That plant medicine I use as an illegal substance that I should not be doing. I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it to anybody else. I mean, sometimes if somebody wants to, and they do it too. It's like, it's like sharing a fucking a drink before during Prohibition. Get it? Did you really treat people in Prohibition when you could call drug and alcohol? Did you really put them in cages for 5-10 days? Or did you have a drink with them and let them go? Just don't do it again, buddy. Boop. Fucking assholes. Prosecutor's office? Fucking assholes. You don't know me. You don't know what. You don't care. As long as I fit the description of something that you want to put in a cage, you get to fucking do it. And that's not fucking fair. So I'm probably gonna send this to the prosecutor, whatever she was, the victims compensation prosecutor. I'm told not to talk to you, Mr. Houston, anymore. Sorry. You can send the papers, but they're probably not gonna do anything. All right, so yeah, wasting time. You think that I'm wasting time? The civilization has wasted. Let's see, it's civilization. Okay? You kill the ones and you enslave the ones that were taking care of the planet. And then it's like, I don't know, man. It's like you get into a nice, brand new, beautiful car, and then you just start destroying it on the way to dropping it off somewhere. Because I'm telling you, you don't own anything, mother. Anybody that believes that they own any property is going to be very shocked when she does the full wake. All you've seen the last whatever since you've been in civilization is her like gently shifting a little bit, shifting. Yeah. But when she wakes, which is the end of Kali Yuga, oh, I didn't tell you that? Man, they just did. Then, more sooner. Anyway, yeah. It's not just a shifting, it's just complete and utter. And this is why the pyramids never collapsed. Most of them, the sacred structures were made in a certain way based on what they knew. Either that culture or the culture before it that left it to them, or the culture before that, and before that. At one point, we were able to make those and harness the power of them. And that is a structure of Mother Earth, and she will make sure that does not get destroyed. Everything else is, and if you happen to be in the right place, Manhattan, L.A., big cities, they have tall buildings. Even if your earthquake, no man, it's the length and big, and those egos, they go down flat. You're not a mountain building. You're just a structure. Of an ego, wanting to be people higher and higher into the cosmos, without understanding that you built it the wrong way, man. Now you'll find out. So, not to say I'm going to do anything about it. I don't do anything to it. I'm just expressing my ideas and this is what for me to get to this point that I'm able to open up and actually channel this information. I was in prison for 5 days last week. My car was impounded, taken away, and I'm left now with selling more of my instruments as much as I can to be able to have a little money to like get my next little check, and then that is then pay off my other bills, and then to the next point until I have no more. Then I have to, but then I can't drive a car anymore. I was making a little extra money driving a car, but I'm not doing that anymore. And I don't want to join city cavalry. I don't want to be part of anything. I'm good, guys. You can take your civilization. There you go. Good luck. And for the prosecutor, I'm going to send a video. I'm not sure she might not be. She's anonymous. She maybe. Oh, you can't watch that video. You're on the other side that's imprisoning him, putting him into a cage for 5 days. Oh no, whatever you're going to do at the end of that. I'm a shaman. I haven't practiced shamanism since I was 14 years old. The things that you deem illegal, I've used in past cultures for healing and divination. I'm doing that. I've been doing that. That's what I've used them for. I don't get prostitutes and go into hotel rooms and shoot them. Go away. What you're trying me with are illegal acts of people coming into my car and pulling me out for doing absolutely nothing that harms anyone, other than, let's see, the people that want the tax money for or they get money taxed on that money is all on the table. So let's make sure put them in a cage and make sure we get at least the money they made. So, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that, man. 2025, and the Kali, Mother Earth. She's not just gonna go like. She's gonna go like, and do this wonderful yoga pose that if you don't know how to ride it, you'll be there waiting. Whisk right off. Good luck with that.